On this site, we're going to look at the very first page, Ajax, where we load in posts and also a custom table. We've seen a similar example when we looked at the Fetch API where we worked in an HTML page, and in fact the original code was written in sort of HTML JavaScript and then was just factored into the WordPress page. And we can see when we load in posts, we've seen this before, we're getting the ID and title, and we can see our endpoint here where we're getting all the data. So if we go back to this page, we're getting that very same data, and we're also getting a custom MySQL table. We're going to learn how to create our own endpoints. So if we actually go here, we can see that this endpoint will give us this data from a custom MySQL table, key value pair. So there we are. Notice we're not refreshing the page at all. Straightforward loading in. And if we have a look at the code, once again we'll see our button of JavaScript, a couple of functions of loading data for this endpoint of districts. Notice how we're doing the same fetch routine. We're getting a response back, which is a stream to start with, converting it to JSON, and then just looping through the data. In this case, it's data is the ID and the name value, and inserting it into an element, div element on the main page with the ID of main content. And we're doing the same for the get posts. So these could be refactored into a function that accepts a URL here and then displays it here, provided we know we're getting the same data, but it's easy enough just to make them individual ones. So this is our very first page, our page-ajax, where we can load posts, load MySQL, and straight away we're beginning to see the basis of a single page application. We can have lots of buttons or drop-down lists, radio buttons, query forms that can produce different data, and of course the data can be output through cards as a blog post. But this is the way we can use endpoints both built into the REST API and also those that we build ourselves, and we're going to look at that, how to build those endpoints.